hands up if you with it. Drop it.
Welcome back to the motherfucking petty parlor, you fucking horrible ass bitches. Okay. The election happened. If you didn't vote for Kamala, if you didn't vote, if you voted for Jill Stein, if you voted for Trump, I just want you to know you're trash as a human being. I hope everything you ever think about crumbles to dust. And I hope that you have the worst times of your life over these next 4 years. I really hope that everything that you do falls apart the moment that you touch it. And I wish nothing but the worst for you. Welcome to the petty parlor. I'm your host, Bree.
Oh gosh. I'm Jasmine.
Man, I hate. No, just kidding. No, I do hate you a little bit, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to accept it. You're gonna have to get this hate. That's the bottom line. You gotta accept it. That's how people are gonna feel about you for a while. You're just gonna have to roll with it, dog. It is what it is. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So the election happened.
Yeah.
Donald Trump won. I feel like there was election fraud. There was obvious election fraud, especially involving Elon Musk, because he's been a piece of shit for many, many years at this point. But he did win. And yeah, everything's been sucking ever since then. So we're here and we're going to talk about that today, about how everything has gone since then and the things that he's been doing to set himself up to be the president come January. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. How are you feeling when the election first happened and you learned? Were you surprised?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. I was surprised at how fast it was because it didn't feel real. It's not been that fast. And then certain states, very, very surprised about. So it's not like an overall surprise. It was like all the little things adding up into it was just not
What you thought was going to happen?
Yeah, not the way I saw anything happening at all.
That's fair.
So that was where the surprise was. I was like, this feels a little off. And it felt a little rushed and surprised. And I feel like that's, what they wanted was the shock and awe and the fastness of everything. Because it was like, 1 minute, oh, this is what we got to do. We're on the path to Kamala, blah, blah, blah. And then the next minute it was like, oh, Trump wins. How'd that happen?
Yeah, it felt like some bullshit to me. I'm not gonna lie. It feels very much like just based on the things that had been previously said about him not needing the votes. He said that a couple of months before the election and stuff like that. It just felt very much like fraud. So Elon Musk was paying people to vote for Trump, and so that also is definitely election interference. It's not even alleged. That's literally election interference. So lots of things were happening.
There was, of course, we had all the stuff of people putting fires in ballots, boxes. There was bomb threats at certain election places. So all of that is just weird. And then the mail-in just felt like they didn't really take mail-in ballots into account, which most of, the world would kind of do, especially since COVID. It just makes it so much easier to just do that rather than have to deal with the bomb threat while you're standing in line. It was just strangeness, especially like, I feel like the amount of people they said didn't vote was also kind of off.
It doesn't really make any sense.
And how so many people were like, oh, my ballot wasn't counted online, but I definitely voted. So things like that are just, they don't
add
at all.
It seems very much like fraud to me.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's like
you get what you want. And that's kind of
we're at a point where there's really nothing that we can do unless some sort of Justice Department situation happens where they step up and say, like, obviously this is not okay, and then do this whole thing all over.
But we all know that's a whole other backlash.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that. I just feel like we're just at the point where we're just like, we just have to take what's coming. Like, Just
Yeah.
I just gotta close our eyes. Pretty much how I'm feeling. So
Yeah.
just yeah.
As my shirt says, you know, to fuck around and find out. And fun fact, I actually have that tattooed on me. I've had it tattooed on me for 2 years. So I've always been a fan of that motto. It's always been my thing. Like, you will definitely, the more you fuck around, the more you will find out. So
I definitely think that's going to be the theme of these next coming years for a lot of people. I think the people who voted for Trump are stupid.
yeah,
That's
very much
really,
emotional votes.
Really, the bottom line is that a lot of these people are stupid and racist, and they're people who are running around saying, "Well, I just want things to be cheaper" or whatever else. You don't understand how the government works, and you don't understand how the economy works. And I think you shouldn't be able to vote. Like, I really do. Like, the thing is, if you, and I'm not saying everybody's going to know all these things just off the top of your head, but the bare minimum is that you say, hey, I don't know how this thing works. Let me go find out and do some research so that I can like vote with some sense or do things or have a good idea.
Listen, people act like Google is a paid service. You do not have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it. It's completely free. It's completely free. And
I
you choose
saw
not to.
a video of a lady and she's in the grocery store currently and she's like, Trump's already slashing prices because her grocery store had a sale. There was no slashing prices. They was probably trying to move product off the shelf because it was expired. You had a sale in your grocery store.
Dumb bitch. He's not even in office.
Like,
there are so many things that presidents don't set the prices for, and y'all are dumb and think that. Guess what? Presidents don't set gas prices. Did y'all know that? They don't do that. That's not part of anything.
yes.
Y'all think gas, oh my God, well, gas was so cheap under Trump because we were in a motherfucking pandemic, dumb bitch, and going places was a choice. You didn't have to go anywhere because everyone was working remotely. And the people who do set gas prices knew that nobody was going any fucking where. So they made gas cheap so that you would decide to go somewhere. That's how things work. If you are not aware of how things work, Google is free. And all you have to do is go on there and say, hey, who sets gas prices? And Google will be like, it's actually blah, 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 and has nothing to do with the president. And then you can be like, oh my God, that's so good to know. But you're dumb. And so you don't do those things.
And when we say Google is free and you search things, we mean like actually look at legit sites.
Legit sites.
Not look at someone ranting on on Twitter.
If you go to Trump.com and you get your news from there, that doesn't count as news.
You gotta go to something unbiased. It's like in school. Things have to go through approvals and be, set.
Literally.
What you could read and not read.
This is not a reputable source. And then you won't be able to.
Remember MLA formatting and all that, and you have to cite your sources and stuff.
Oh my God.
It's kind of like that.
Y'all are
That's what you have to do.
But yeah, so since he's been elected, he's already setting up his whole situation. Literally, like the day after he was elected, people who were his supporters and working directly with him have already been coming out and being like, yeah, Project 2025 was always the plan, and blah, now we can say it because then we're like, yes, we know. We were all aware. Yes. Can I help
We
you?
have a new puppy on set.
This is my dog. Her name is Rihanna. She wants to be included. So, yes, thank you so much. I appreciate the shape. Can you sit down? Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay. I guess she's just going to hang out here.
Well, it does the same.
So
we're fine. It's still.
But yeah, so he's been appointing people with no kind of experience, no credentials.
I would love to apply to a job and
People
just get it.
who are actively being, tried for crimes. He's appointing them in all these positions. I think our new Secretary of Defense is going to be a news host, which just says so many great things for the future of America. It's so exciting. I literally can't wait. It's just absolutely fuck-ass ridiculous. And everyone he's assigning are just people he's trying to keep out of jail. Elon Musk now has a position in the government as like the head of government efficiency. How is that? He's literally fighting the government
not even American.
over stuff he's doing. He's not American.
I don't understand.
I don't understand
how a foreigner can be in charge of something in a country they're not even a citizen of. But okay.
So many illegal things are happening right now. And the thing that kind of pisses me off is like, there were 4 years prior to this situation where I feel like Democrats should have, the moment he was out of office, been like, hey, if you're being tried for crimes, you can't be the fucking president. Why are y'all not passing bills?
A lot of things could have been passed
to make this situation
make it so much harder for him. I really feel like it
not
just
even be possible.
Gave him a yellow brick road to
literally gave
his little ass.
There have been not that I'm aware of, I'll say, especially not in Arizona that I know of, maybe in other places. Y'all are passing bills like this, but there have been no bills passed saying that, hey, politicians can't just do whatever the fuck they want. If you're being tried for crimes, you can get your motherfucking ass out the government. Like, there's no bill saying that, hey, if you run on Democratic policies and you get Democratic funding and then you get in office and turn around and say, I'm actually going to be a Republican, that's fucking fraud, and you should go to jail. There's no, like, why can y'all do whatever you want? Why can people who are actively being investigated for crimes run the country? Why, as someone who's a convicted felon, can you be the president, but I couldn't even have gotten my job if I was a convicted felon?
Oh, absolutely not.
Why is that okay? Why are people with literally no government experience allowed to just be like, this is who I'm appointing? That's also not okay. Like, I can't just go into a hospital right now today and be like,
say I'm a doctor.
I'm gonna be a doctor. I can totally do the surgery. Like, have you ever done this before? No, but I watched like 7 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I'm totally got it. Don't worry, you know what I'm doing. I was like, bitch, you don't get your motherfucking ass the fuck out of here. And security, take her fucking ass away. And that's how all these things should be. Why is it people who are running the country, which is actually like a pretty important position, can just be anybody? Like, literally.
Yeah.
They could be like, hey, the dog should be, have a position. And I'd be like, you know what?
I would take a dog as president. I would. At this point, you know what?
Can't be any worse than what we're about to have right now.
Can't. A silent partner is great. Right. Anyone can go in there and do absolutely nothing and it'd be better than Trump.
This is a circus though. She got good leadership skills, okay?
No need. It's gonna be like outside time for everyone.
Right. That's what we were just listen. Bones for everyone.
Yeah. Treats all day. Naps. I think it'd be great. I could follow that plan for sure.
But yeah, it's been fucking ridiculous. He's already said that they're going to be doing a mass deportation, which all Latinos that voted for Trump are acting super surprised about, which is absolutely insane of you. To be this shocked that they don't care about you. I don't understand. We've tried to tell you. You know what's so weird about a lot of y'all who are non-Black POC? We've been trying to tell you for all of time, they hate your ass too. And for whatever reason, you don't believe us. But y'all were literally saying, well, Black people just want to be victims, blah, 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 blah. And we're trying to tell you, like, no, they hate your ass, girl. And you're sitting here telling them, I'm one of the good ones and I came here legally. Please understand, they don't care about laws, honey bunny. They never have. They only bring up the law when it's to try to make someone else who doesn't look like them feel bad. Because if they cared about laws, they wouldn't have voted a convicted criminal into office. Okay? Okay. They've never cared about that.
No.
That's never, ever, ever been on their mind. They literally commit crimes all the fucking time. They don't care about that. They don't care if you came here legally. They don't care if you went through all the right steps. They don't like you. Yeah. You have brown skin.
It's their agenda and their agenda only. And this whole trend of white reparations is absolutely disgusting and crazy. It's like, what do you mean? Because trust me, DEI has never helped me that much in my fucking life that you think you should get something back from that. Like, no, that's not how that goes at all. And there's no way I would stand for a white person in reparations before a Black person. There's absolutely no fucking way. You got your rabbit ass mind.
The fact that they fought so hard against Black people ever getting reparations, even including the people who were surviving from the Tulsa massacre that y'all did, and they never got a single solitary thing. And y'all fought against that so hard, won't ever give Black people reparations. And the first thing that this fucking pumpkin face son of a bitch did when he's getting to office is talking about some reparations for some white folks is absolutely crazy. Like, so it's such a purposeful spit in the face of black people in this country that it's like,
because the privilege you already have
it's
is
so gross.
like, you know you have the fucking
You know you have
privilege.
the privilege.
Like,
because y'all acted up as soon as he got in office. Oh my God, the way that, especially in Texas, I saw y'all were acting in Texas at Texas University over there. I saw what y'all were doing. The boys, all these little boys talking about some your body, my choice, and all this kind of stuff, and they're doing all these. They sent all those mass text messages to all the black people and all that kind of stuff, talking about we were going to be slaves now and all that kind of stuff. Y'all couldn't wait to be the trash that you are inside that we always knew you were.
absolutely.
You sat here and pretended like, oh, I'm voting for him because of this, that, and the other.
No, you voted him because you want to hate freely.
It's because of hate. No, the only person who is fooled by that is you. You're telling yourself that in the mirror. We know that's why you voted for him. That's the bottom line. Stop lying to yourself. You're being stupid. We understand why you voted for that man. Just be like, yeah, I'm racist and that's why I did it. That's fine. It's fine. Just stop lying. You lie too much. It's exhausting for us to have to be like, that's not why. But we're not going to go back and forth with you. You can tell yourself, lie to yourself if you want to, girl. But like, we know. No one is fooled by that stupid ass response.
Yes, it has already happened. And people are just already just so gross and aggressive. And listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Do you see this, my mood and everything? This has been since the election. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I'm not putting up with nobody's shit. So try me if you want to. Because you will go around and find out.
They still self-fulfilling fears. Don't ever think that you could just say what
you cannot do whatever.
This is the thing, and this is what I've really been realizing the last couple of weeks is like this is something that's been happening all over the world in a whole bunch of different places. The colonizers of that place have been trying to shove out all the people who actually built that country and who actually own that land to begin with. And that's going around every fucking where. They got like a new extra breath of air for whatever reason. And they were like, I'm going to come back harder and stronger. Let me tell you that we are not the people of the past. We will fuck you up. Okay? We're not here for that fuck ass fuckery. The women too. All these men running around talking about your body, my choice. Women like us have been watching Snapped our whole lives. You will die today. I don't know why you think that you're just going to go around attacking women all over.
That we're all just going to lay down because he won. You're insane.
You're absolutely insane. Are you out of your mind? I would love to see a strong rise in violence against men because y'all think that this is how.
Well, there's that hashtag now that's going on, women in male fields, and it's like women doing.
I've been looking at that all day today.
Keep that
all last night, and I was like, keep that same energy.
Yeah,
because these men,
you're crazy.
Didn't wait a day to be god awful. The moment that it was announced, they instantly started being the worst people on earth. And I really hope we start to see some really, really strong women coming against these men to tear their asses to pieces. Because y'all really think that women don't have weapons, and I don't know why you don't think that. We take more self-defense classes than anybody.
Yes, we know way more things to do.
A lot of y'all, you think you can. You can't
when
fight.
Push comes to absolutely not. Absolutely not.
A lot of y'all cannot fight. We will whoop y'all's asses. A lot of you. We don't care about nothing.
I don't have to be stronger to win. I can just be smarter.
I got weapons.
It's very easy. So it doesn't do anything. So and then of course, thankfully I don't have to deal with this, but I know a lot of families group chats and things. My family group chat did go crazy, but just not in the sense of like, oh my God, Trump, but in the sense of like, what the fuck? But I do have, certain friends and things like that who have people in their immediate family that are supporters, and Thanksgiving's next week. So I really do. If you have to reach over that table and punch Bobby in the face, then that's just what you gotta
That's
do.
what you gotta do.
I
Bro.
don't. No,
Honestly,
don't let them just keep talking shit without consequences.
No, I definitely wouldn't let them keep talking shit.
No.
But what I would do is I would just say, protect your peace. You don't have to go to Thanksgiving. That you have friends who didn't vote for Trump.
You don't have to hear them out.
That you can just have a nice Friendsgiving and not bother with your family. And don't waste your time. Don't allow yourself to have, listen, if you're in corporate America, we only get so many goddamn days off. Don't waste those days off.
Yeah.
Being around
stressed out, coming into work, ready to.
We're not doing that. No, just be like, I'm not interested in, staying around or sticking, whatever. Like, I'm not doing it. That's the bottom line. Just be like, yeah, no, I'm not interested. And just don't go to those things. Okay?
There are certain times, when, yes, it's fine to sit up here and hear somebody out and have a debate, but these supporters don't want to debate. They just want you to join them and be a part of their hate, and that's it. So they don't care how much facts you give to them. They don't care what you say. They don't care he's a rapist. They don't care that he's racist. They don't care that he's sexist. They don't care about the misogyny. So there's no point in just going back and forth. I'm not going back and forth with you niggas. So said it many a times. And I'm just don't do it. And like
there's no reason to.
Black women just fucking rest.
You really don't have to stand up. Really have fucked up with black people. We're not interested in supporting any of your causes anymore. And what's so funny about that being the first thing that we said and the way that y'all flipped out about it is crazy. Because it lets us know that we were the backbone of all of your causes, all of your protests. And then y'all really wanted us to keep on supporting you even though you actively voted against
your own interest.
Everyone in the country.
Insane as a woman to vote against your own interest.
It's so crazy. And then not even your own interest, but even like the Palestinian creators and stuff, y'all really
have lost your
rabbit ass minds. And it's what really sucks is being a person who is actually Palestinian in Palestine, hearing that Palestine supporters, have fucked this whole thing up for you. That they went out here and actively told people, do not vote for Kamala. And then now you have Trump who is actively...
He could make it a parking lot. He does not care.
Listen, he already said he was finna make that parking lot. It's over. He said he's gonna make it a golf course. So it's fucking over for y'all. And the thing is, if I was someone who was actually in Palestine, I would be going ham on these Palestinian, supporters or whatever who were acting. All these pro-Palestine people were telling people that, who had these big platforms who were saying, don't vote for, I would be fucking furious because I would be like, y'all ruined this place. You had all these followers. You could have told them to go out and vote and do what's right and do something to help. And you chose to be this evil. You are sitting here telling people to vote for Jill Stein, which...
To re-vote Jill Stein and Ted Cruz to me is just... How do you know? Where were you?
First of all, third party people I don't think that should even be a thing. Everyone knows voting third party is throwing your vote away. That's really what you're doing. I think a whole overhaul of this whole system needs to be done. I don't think people should vote for people. I don't like
electoral college.
No, they should be completely out here. But people should be voting on policies and should not know whose policies they're supporting. And then whoever's policies went out, that's whoever had the most positive votes for the policies, that should be the president. I don't think we should even know who the people are.
Or fuck it, we just vote for all our bills and stuff, and then we don't need a head of anything. We just have a complete democracy of we vote for what we want, and then that's what we do, and that's how that goes.
It's god awful. This whole system needs to be overhauled.
It's old, it's tired, it's decrepit, it's been around. It had a purpose back in the day because it was a need, but at this point we've changed times. It's totally different now. We have way other things going on. It is not the same as when they made that Constitution. we need to just get with our times.
Yeah, and the whole thing is ridiculous. But voting third party is throwing your, and it sucks that it's like that, right? But at this point, you have to know that's throwing your fucking vote away. So if you sat up here, and then also if you're a pro-Palestinian and voted for Jill Stein, knowing that she is pro-Israel, you are even a bigger fool. Okay, that it just, and then where is she? Where is she now that Trump is the president? Jill,
Right.
nowhere to be fucking found. Because, first of all, I think Jill, let me tell you something. Jill Stein was a plant, okay? If you can't see this, like I can see this, because she came out here, immediately started attacking Kamala. Oh, I'll debate against her, blah, 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 blah. Never had any smoke whatsoever for Trump. Not a single solitary word against him. But you went out of your way wanting to debate with Kamala and all this kind of weird shit. It was just very much giving, you're a plant. Okay? That was her whole purpose. And y'all, a lot of y'all fell for that, and that's fine, but you know.
It's not fine.
It's not.
I'm annoyed with everyone
It's not.
that has fucked us over.
The bottom line is y'all really fucked this country up, and that's really all it is. And those of you who voted this way because you think that it's going to negatively affect everyone else but me, you're gonna get that action too.
I hope you get that.
And no, not even hope. You are. You don't realize all of the things that are going to be gone. All of y'all who are in those middle cousin fucking states, y'all are on welfare. You don't realize you're poor because you think your white skin saves you from being poor. It does not. You are poor. Welfare is going to be gone. You think you can't fucking afford some shit now? My God, today, when you don't get no goddamn welfare, you gonna be
no
really not able to
benefits.
afford.
The fact that y'all don't know the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare is the same shit is
Listen,
crazy.
that is absolutely crazy.
The amount of y'all with active Obama phones acting like
It's been 12 years and y'all still don't realize. And I think that's insane. That's absolutely insane. But now you're not going to have it, so you're not going to have to worry about it. And then you can sit here and you can be sick and y'all just die off or whatever the fuck you can. Like, and no one gives a fuck. All these people who were Latino who voted, all y'all finna go back to your motherfucking countries. All y'all thinking you came in and, I did what I was supposed to do. I have my green card and all this kind of stuff. No one cares about that. They're starting denaturalization.
Natural born citizens. That's all they're gonna come down
y'all's
to.
Y'all's asses are also gone. Get y'all's asses the fuck out of here. Even though the Mexican president,
she was sending everybody else back.
Women president, she's sending everybody back over here. And I think that's gonna be hilarious. I think that would be hilarious if everyone did that from all around the world.
To be honest, yeah.
But listen, send your white people back. Don't be sending the black folks back. We trying to get up out of here. Don't do us like that. We didn't vote.
We're not coming to destroy nothing. We're not coming to none.
Keep us. Say only black people can come. Right? And you know what? I do also want to say, shout out to black men. I thought y'all was going to be trash.
Yes.
Because you often are. But
you did do your big one.
You did your big one. Okay. There's 22% of you now. We're on that bullshit. But
you could be as good as the black woman, be a little bit more united. A little bit more. But I will say, y'all should have spoke out more. Definitely. Because that rhetoric wouldn't have kept going on and been so hot and flaming. Like, y'all just let them flame y'all ass. Knowing you wasn't going to vote for this man, y'all could have spoke up and been like, I ain't voting for that racist ass man. Like, instead, they let all of the men that don't want to vote for a woman president and don't want all of those black men have their voices heard instead of yours. I appreciate your voice being heard in the vote, but don't catch smoke you didn't need. Don't catch smoke from a fire you didn't start. That's what I said.
Yeah, so I appreciate y'all for doing what's right. Hopefully y'all continue to be better in the future. A lot of y'all came right back on TikTok and acted a fool immediately after that. So, but
but men in general, it's hard to get y'all to figure this shit out.
Act right first for long extended periods of time. But yeah, a lot of y'all don't realize white women, you think it's not going to hurt you. Guess what? No fault divorce, out of here. Alimony, out of here. Child support, that's going to be next. You think that that's only going to hurt other people. It's not.
It don't even hurt Black women at all because we don't get none of that.
We don't be getting no alimony. You know who gets the most alimony? Y'all. It's you, white women. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You played yourself.
Trapping a celebrity.
All that.
Not happening.
Right. No, none of that shit. And then on top of that, and really, this is gonna be controversial, man. Black women, you may have to go ahead and thank Black women. Like thank Black men for not paying child support. Because it's not going to affect your life.
You already know this life.
You're gonna have to listen. Black men were born in arrears, okay? So they weren't getting that money anyway. So like y'all, white women, y'all the ones that get those good child support payments. Y'all get the most money in child support. This is a statistical fact.
Yes.
Y'all get the highest child support payments.
Yes.
Y'all get the most money. Black women on average are getting $300, if that, a month. And that's not doing nothing. They're still gonna be fine. That's one thing y'all really don't realize. Black women, we gonna be fine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we've always had to do without. So everything that they're talking about, everything that they're getting ready to take away and all that kind of stuff, we'll still be fine. It's y'all who have always had privileges who don't realize
what it's like to not have them.
And you're about to be fucked. The tariffs, my God. Y'all had never heard of a tariff in your entire life until this election, and you don't know how they work, and you decided to yourself, I'm gonna vote based on that, but you have no fucking clue who pays the motherfucking tariffs, and now everything about to be sky fucking high because of your stupid ass. Because you didn't do any research.
And it's gonna suck for you because you don't have community because you're already split 50-50 for the most part in your race already. Black women, we have a community, we have each other. There's 92% of us that got this shit together and are gonna stand and band together. We may not be a huge percentage, but there's enough of us when you band, and there's power and strength in being together as a community.
Period.
You just crumble if you're not together. And, you know, I don't want to get biblical on you, but the Lord said where one or two are gathered in my name. Okay. You know how the walls of Jericho came down? It wasn't because a million people came and broke that bitch down. It was very few people shouting that broke that wall down. You just have to sound like you're 1,000+ people, you know, millions and millions, even though it might be hundreds of y'all. So I'm just saying, if you want any type of luck going to your community, fix your own community. Don't come to us.
We're not here to fix your
I'm not here. I'm in my community.
Yeah. We're not
figuring my own shit out. You go in your community and do what you need to do. And don't come at me with no blue bracelet. Go over there. Thank you.
We don't want that blue bracelet because we don't even know if y'all are telling the truth. A lot of y'all be lying. Like, so I don't trust that shit. I'm not.
It was for
looking
profit.
at your blue bracelet and being like, oh my God, she's totally an ally. No, absolutely not. I feel like there's somebody at my job who's trying to come around who's being like that because like she came by and like checked on me after the election. She's like, I just wanted to check and see how you're doing. I'm gonna be fine. Like I always am going to be because I'm a Black woman.
Girl, when have I ever shared anything personal with you? Do you think I'm about to break down in front of your face?
Like, it's completely insane.
That's what this white man thought when I was in the grocery store, when his MAGA hat and the future looks great or whatever, asking me how my day was the day after the election. He just thought I was going to boo-hoo in his arms and be like, oh my God. No, I was going to give you the satisfaction of that. Are you out your smile? No.
So fucking,
you're
so
crazy.
fucking
Get out of my
weird,
face.
Cultish. It's disgusting. And then you go around, no, liberals here, they're going to cry. No, y'all are going to cry. Because
cry?
Social Security, that's going to be gone. And guess who you're going to be running to think that's going to help you support yourself when you don't have Social Security.
Thing we don't get.
Your children, and your children are going to say, no, you voted for this. This is what you wanted. Figure it out yourselves. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Okay? Do this to each and every one of your parents. If your parents voted for Trump and they lose all of their benefits behind it, when they come to you and ask, can they move into your house with you and your wife and your kids or whatever? No, Mom and Dad. You're going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps because you voted for this man. And now you have to reap the consequences of that vote. So don't help them.
The job market is shit right now. So good luck getting a job.
Good fucking luck getting a job. It's going to be even worse going forward. Your asses are completely fucked. You don't realize it because most of you are dumb. So that's why you're not understanding all of the consequences that are about to happen, all of the things that will be done. You don't get it. And when it's going to be too late by the time you start seeing those actual things happening, it's going to be fantastic for us because we'll be like, well, look at these consequences. I mean, they're already starting. So many things, so many people, leopards are eating their face, and it's amazing. I love that for you. But in regards to what you were saying about community, that's very true and very important. One thing that I do feel bad about is I feel bad for people in the Latin communities who did not vote for Trump. People in the Latin communities who voted for Kamala Harris, and now all their asses got to get the fuck out of here. People are worried about DACA, all that kind of stuff, because other people in your community actively voted against you. And that has to be some heartbreaking shit. Yeah. To feel like, wow, my own community fucking hates me. And it's something I really can, I feel like Black women really can understand that feeling, because that's a feeling that we've had the last couple of years when we have to constantly listen to Black men talk shit about us all the fucking time. Yeah. So that feeling that you get that like really hits you in your heart when you feel like my own community fucking hates me, it's really, really, it's upsetting, it's disappointing. And so I really feel bad for those people. But once again, y'all have to get your own communities together. Palestinians, y'all got to get people in your own community. Some of the people that were pro-Palestine people were not Palestinian, right? And they did not care about you. Y'all got to get your own people together, because we, as Black people or Black women, whatever, we cannot care more about your own communities than you care about your own community. We can't do for your community what y'all are unwilling to do.
Absolutely not. Those days are gone. Just fighting for human rights in general, fighting for women's rights. I shall not be in no marches. Thank you very much. I will not be there.
No.
Y'all want to go have a January 6th dim edition? I will not be there.
I will not.
You can handle that on your own.
I will not be doing that.
And listen, Native Americans, what the hell is y'all thinking?
Oh, y'all.
What that is?
There's some real weird going on with Native Americans. All year I've been noticing, because I've been seeing these people on TikTok live, and they keep going on there. You just gotta scratch, don't you? Make all that noise. That's crazy. But they've been going on there, and they keep on saying, "Oh, Black people aren't indigenous to this land," and blah blah blah. And it's like no one ever said. No one ever said that. I don't understand what you're even arguing about. I've literally never heard any Black person say that they were indigenous to America. Yeah. We've never said that. You're just having an argument with yourself. I don't see why this is a thing. And I noticed before, and this is going to be a whole other topic that eventually we're going to do an episode on this, but non-Black POC, this is why we don't call ourselves POC. We are Black. We are not people of color. Yes. People of color, that is y'all, separate that. Y'all be doing completely. And y'all are some of the worst enemies that Black people have, because you constantly go out of your way to push us down, to lift yourselves up, and to be seen as close to whiteness. Your proximity to whiteness situation, that in your mind, as long as you are closer to whiteness, you're better. There's really something wrong with you.
Yeah, Black people don't want to be white.
We do not want to be white. That's why they hate us the most. Like, they for sure hate us the most.
We don't want their Kool-Aid.
But the real reason why white folks hate us the most is because the moment that we realized no matter how good of people we were, they would never see us as equal, we immediately were like, oh, well, fuck this. And then we just never, ever tried to assimilate to their shit ever again. We went out in the 70s, we was all wearing our afros out. We don't care about any of that shit. We got we did all of the Black Panther stuff. We started fighting for our rights. We started making the best music. We started we have our own culture, and our culture is the most popular culture in America. Yeah. If not the world. So
all want us to be at our cookouts.
No
one gets cookout invites.
And that is why these white folks hate us. They hate that They didn't keep us down. They hate that we didn't strive to get their approval.
Yes.
And they hate that instead of striving to get their approval, we created our own culture. And the one thing they really hate is once we created our own culture, they were not allowed. We told them, you can't sit with us.
Yes.
The moment that we created it, they're still trying to break into rap and hip hop and really be the only person who's ever been able to do it has been Eminem. And I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't care that he can rap. I've never been a person that's like, oh man, it's whatever to me because I don't.
Side eye everybody.
I'm never gonna feel about you the same way that I feel about Kendrick ever. I don't care
the way
what you're talking about.
That these people embarrass you in your face and y'all just don't see it. I don't ever put anybody on no kind of pedestal like that. The fact y'all was surprised about Lady in the Bathroom, Mama Todd, all of them, I was not fucking surprised. Cause niggas go nigga as we should. But even though we're not talking about white. This is the phrase, okay? Like there's nothing. You know what I mean? And they just try to get on the backs of us to get their popularity and get this money or whatever, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. You will never be us. So I'm always going to side eye you.
But the rest of y'all need to start doing the same thing. Stop trying to, listen, Latinos, and y'all are one of the worst ones.
Yeah. Stop saying N-word. Because you know what? I'm going to smack you across your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah.
It's not
your
okay.
life is over. Don't say
it's not okay. I don't want to hear it.
That time of your life is fucking over. Don't say it again. But on top of that, y'all have to realize it doesn't matter how much white ass you kiss. You have brown skin. You will never be white. They don't care how you got here. They don't care if you came illegally or illegally because they don't care when other people with white skin come over here illegally. That's never been a problem. It's only because you have brown skin that it's even mentioned at all. The bottom line is that was never the issue. You can literally pucker your lips and shove them inside of Trump's anus, and they will shove you out shit-faced and pack you on the first bus back to your country. They do not care about you, okay? And we keep trying to tell you, and you keep telling us, oh, we all are just bitter. No, we just understand that they don't like us, and they're not going to like us no matter what we do. And so we are not striving for their approval. We're not striving to be white. We do not care. Y'all have to get on that same wavelength. You have to start understanding, oh, these white people do not fuck with me. I am Hispanic, and I'm not someone that they give a flying fuck about. They don't care about my well-being, and they don't care how I got to this country. They only care about the fact that they don't want me here, and they will send me back to my country with no qualms. Okay? It'll help you very much if you just start to accept that in your heart. Open your heart and accept it, okay? You gotta do it because otherwise you're gonna continue to constantly be surprised that these white people don't like you. And I'm gonna need y'all to stop acting shocked. Just the bottom line.
Not being backstabbed. You're crazy.
Right.
History repeats itself.
Every single time.
All the time. So.
Anyway, any other thoughts about the election? Everything's
wrong
false.
question.
That's all. It's all like it's exhausting.
But it's all
Don't depend on us. We not doing shit. We finna be relaxing. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't depend on us. Other stuff we gonna talk about at a later time.
Yeah.
Just
all in all, we're cooked, bro.
We're cooked. It's just it's wraps.
That's it.
I'm finna pack this shit up and hopefully go somewhere else. I don't know, one of these blue states or another country. I don't know. But
not about to Underground Railroad this shit and find
out
where we need to go, and that's it. And that's gonna be a wrap.
That's all. So for now, if you can, eat, drink,
be happy.